You're involved in a car crash. Your adrenaline is pumping and you go to the emergency room, the doctors check you out, and they send you home with some pain meds. You think the worst is behind you, but a week later you wake up and your neck feels like it's locked in a vice. Your lower back is throbbing and you realize you need follow-up care. Maybe even physical therapy or even a specialist. But then a terrifying question hits you. If I wait to schedule this appointment, is the insurance company going to refuse to pay for it? Hi, I'm Mark Lopez, your Indianapolis car accident attorney. Today we are tackling the exact medical timeline you must follow after a car accident injury to keep the insurance company from completely tanking your claim. Because let's be honest, insurance adjusters are not your friends, and they are actively looking for any excuse to slam the purse strings shut. Here is a common scenario we see every single week at our office. A client gets immediate medical attention right after a crash. That is a great foundation, but the ER's job is just to make sure you aren't actively dying. They take some x-rays, rule out life-threatening bleeding, and discharge you. They don't cure your soft tissue damage, your whiplash, or your herniated disc. A lot of people try to act tough after a car accident. They think, I'll just rest for a few days or a few weeks and see if it gets better. In personal injury law, that is a massive, costly mistake. If you wait several days or weeks between your initial emergency room visit and your first follow-up doctor appointment, you have created what the insurance industry calls a gap in care. Insurance companies are businesses, and their entire model depends on paying out as little as humanly possible. When your adjuster sees a gap in your treatment, they don't see a person who's busy with work or family. They see an opportunity. They will look at your file and say, well, if you were actually hurt, you wouldn't have waited 2 weeks to see a physical therapist. Or worse, they'll argue that you must have hurt your back doing something else after the car accident. Some personal injury law firms won't even touch a case if there's an initial treatment delay of more than 14 days. While ongoing treatment has a bit more flexibility, consistency is absolutely everything. This isn't just a matter of insurance company policy, it's firmly rooted in Indiana law. In our state, personal injury victims have an explicit, absolute duty to mitigate their damages. In plain English, that means you have a legal obligation to take reasonable actions to recover from your injuries and get better. The law does not allow you to skip doctor appointments, let your physical conditions deteriorate out of neglect, and then expect the at-fault driver to pay a much larger medical bill down the road. Every time you blow up a physical therapy session or ignore a doctor's recommendation to see a specialist, you are hand-delivering live ammunition to the insurance lawyers to shoot holes in your car accident injury case. So, how do you manage ongoing treatment without accidentally ruining your claim? First, follow up immediately. If the ER doctor tells you to go to your primary care physician or a specialist, call and book it that next morning. Second, create a digital paper trail. If you are sitting at home hurting, but your appointment isn't for another 2 weeks, log into MyChart or your provider's patient portal app. Send a quick message to your doctor saying, hey, I was in a car crash last week. I'm still banged up and in a lot of pain, and I'm waiting for my upcoming appointment. That creates official timestamp medical record that directly links your ongoing pain to the wreck. Even better yet, if you are in pain, you can't get an appointment for 2 weeks, go to urgent care. The insurance company is going to have a hard time disputing a paper trail like that or fighting back on prompt medical treatment. Managing medical care after a crash can be a total nightmare while trying to handle your job, your family, and all the other obligations we have in life. You do not have to fight this legal battle alone. An experienced Indianapolis car accident attorney will deal with the adjusters, help you keep your medical care organized and keep your records organized, protect your rights, and make sure you receive fair compensation. If you're hurting and need real, honest answers about your injury case, give us a call here at the Mark Lopez Law Firm. Our number is 317-632-3642. We would love to talk to you about your options. But most importantly, remember, insurance companies are not your friend, but I can be. Give me a call.